G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So today's video we've finally got the reveal for the part 2 LR for the Carnival banner on JP, and it is a bit of a toss up actually. They've surprised us here. Everyone was very much expecting a Carnival baby to go along with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but instead we are actually getting a Carnival Omega Shenron. So again, another GT boss, but just a switcheroo on this one. So we've got translations here courtesy of Goresh, so shout out to him for these ones. Shenron looks like he's going to be a little bit niche, but in his best situation he's going to be pretty busted. So his leader skill is GT bosses category 3 key 200%. That is unfortunately a terrible leader skill. As when you'll find out that works for his passive, but in terms of viable team builds with 6 or 5 other GT bosses units, that's going to be pretty tough. So yeah, not the greatest there. Would have been much better if it was something like, I don't know, Inhuman Deeds or something along those lines. But anyway, there's nothing we can do about that. So for his super attacks, for the 12 key, we got the Dragon Thunder, raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage, lowers attack with the highest chance to stun. So defense for 1 turn is automatically going to make this guy much better with additionals. And the same with the lowering attack and high chance to stun. That'll both be really good for Super Battle Road. For his 18 key, we've got the Hellish Dragon Slaying Dance. So he greatly raises defense for 1 turn. So good that he does get defense on both super attacks. So you can get the 50, then the extra 30 there. He causes mega colossal damage, lowers attack and defense, and seals super attacks. So very similar to the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku's super attack effect. There is a lot going on there. Yeah, if this guy's getting additionals, he quite literally does everything in a Super Battle Road style setting. So looking at his passive skill, from evil energy comes destruction. So he's got an entrance animation which starts from his first attacking turn, and he changes, so once only changes into what? Sorry, it activates once only and then changes into key spheres to rainbow key spheres for 7 turns. So he has got that orb changing, which you'll find is important as we get through this passive. So all enemies attack and defense minus 25%. So again, Super Battle Road style effect there, and that is a little bit of a feature of the Shenron units. We get the key 3 and attack and defense plus 200%, so pretty good start of turn buff right there. Also gains an additional attack plus 20% per attack performed up to 150. So that's where the additional attacks are again going to be pretty important. So he gains an additional key plus 1 and damage reduction plus 5% per GT bosses category ally on the team. So this will include him. So if you are running a full GT bosses team, that is going to be 35% damage reduction, which is obviously a good baseline. And it gets even better when he is raising his defense on those supers. As you can see here, he does gain an additional 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. So if you're capping, I'd say that 3 to 4 is pretty reasonable if you do have a rainbow orb changer on the team. So your add-ons, we'll say 3. We'll sit smack bang in the middle. This guy on a full GT bosses team is going to be at 56% damage reduction while raising his defense on super. So this guy is going to have the ability to tank pretty well if we do get some better GT bosses units slapping him in slot 1. Adding on support too, this guy will be able to put up some really good tanking numbers. So if HP is 50% or below at the beginning of the character attacking, he gets cooked, he'll revive 70% HP when someone in the turn is KO'd. So he has got that revive. The only just need to be under that 50% HP threshold. So not the craziest condition, I don't think. There's no turn restriction or anything like that. So when it is himself, so Omega Shenron, who is the one that is KO'd, when the revive activates, all attacks effective against all types, and performs an additional super attack for the rest of battle. So if you can get, I don't know, that could be a little bit tough maybe in terms of, as GT Bosses has quite a few weak units, and if you are getting this guy the key, you can have that damage reduction. He could be pretty tough to actually kill himself, and it probably is likely that a lot of the time it is going to be your allies on the team that do die. So that could be a tough condition to complete, but if you do get it done when you add in the damage reduction, a triple super turn, this guy is going to be cooking so well defensively. So he does also have an active skill, which is the minus energy Powerball. Can be activated once 3 or more turns have elapsed from the start of battle, and target enemy is in the attack or defense down status. So when you're in a stage where his passive attack and defense minus 25% works, you'll be able to pop this straight from the third turn, or once 6 or more turns have elapsed from the start of battle. So can be used in something like Super Battle Road or in your longer form events. So for the effect, temporarily greatly raises attack and deals ultimate damage to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, nullifies the enemy action. So quite a bit going on there. Again, is a lot of these status effects is going to be much more related to Super Battle Road, but the extra damage and nullifying enemy action is definitely going to be always very, very handy, as you'd know with Ultimate Gohan, the 7th anniversary LRs there as well. So looking at the links, we've got Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Fear and Faith, Shadow Dragon, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So a few common sort of bosses links there with Big Bad Bosses, obviously Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Brutal Beatdown is another one. It's going to be Shadow Dragon and GT Hero, Fear and Faith. Those 3 will probably be a bit iffy, but otherwise, yeah, you got a few common ones there. So for the categories, we got GT Bosses, Shadow Dragon Saga, Full Power, Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, Battle of Fate, Transformation Boost, and Powerful Comeback. So this guy will actually fit onto the full 200% from the GT Duo, which would be a wonky team to run them on, but that's one. For Powerful Comeback, we'll get the 170 there. Just looking at other teams. Full Power is obviously the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team, so there's a few good 170s to use this guy on. That's just the links that were already on there. So what I was also going to highlight is this guy's pretty much got the exact same link set as the LR Shadow Dragons, apart from we're swapping out Nightmare for Fierce Battle. So you're going to be sharing a lot of these style of linking patterns. So units like the Tech Sin is going to be really good because he's going to be giving the Rainbow Orb changing as well. So you get the boost on that damage reduction there. Units like the Physical Janemba, Int Metal Cooler Army, obviously the STR 17. However, link set does change. If we scroll down, you can see him here. Jiro and Mew, Nova and Ice. If only they were a little bit better. I guess you got Metal Cooler there as well. So yeah, it is going to be quite wonky linking this guy up with units unless you are really going to be going with the text in, because as you can see here, Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Fear of Faith. So he's got shocking speed instead of legendary power being the only difference, so you'll share the 6 out of 7 links there. So this guy can still be good if you are getting him his rainbow keys, getting him his key spheres to make sure that he is getting in those multiple super attacks. But yeah, it could be a bit risky having this guy in there as well. So let me know your thoughts on Omega Shenron down below. Definitely think he's a pretty good pick for an LR. Definitely needed some more representation in the game. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. And hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.